everyone, this is Devins Financial Weekly Stock Analysis Newsletter. Today is December 8th, 2013. Our newsletter is for your informational purpose only. We're not responsible for your gains or losses. Let's take a look at the current market trend and our strategy. Your stock market remains in the uptrend, and a lot of strong stocks remain strong. Some of the weak stocks seem to be bottoming, such as Facebook and LinkedIn. My plan, I continue hold on to the strong stocks that I bought at the right time. I will continue hold on to the leverage ETF to ensure a long position in the market, such as TECL is a 3 times technology index ETF. FAS is a 3 times financial index ETF. And right now, there's really nothing new to do right now. It's just hold on to the existing positions. Let's take a look at major indices and their charts. German DAX index. Last week it pulled back, but the index itself is still in the uptrend. It's remain above 50-day moving average. Shanghai Stock Exchange Index, China. This is a turning to the uptrend. Previously it was a downtrend. Nasdaq Composite made a new high again. This is it's not a new high, it's not a fresh new high, but near the new high. So continue remain in the uptrend. Mid cap uptrend, small cap uptrend. SP 500 index large cap. This is a large company index. Is still in the uptrend. Gold remain in the downtrend. Silver remain in the downtrend. Gold, silver, mining stock ETF remain in a downtrend. US dollar back to the downtrend. Crude oil rebounded. Crude oil may have been bottomed, and it was previously in a downtrend. Now it reversed back up. It closed above 50-day moving average. So crude oil may have bottomed from here. IYR is a U.S. real estate ETF, continue to be in a downtrend. U.S. real estate mortgage bond, now it came down. It was making a uptrend move and the bullish cross, but the index itself broke the short-term support, came down again. That means the interest rate had a spike up last week. So this is not a very good sign for the housing market. If the interest rates back up again, bond fund came down again, that would be something not so good. We got to watch it. SMH is a semiconductor ETF, made a new high. This is in the uptrend. Energy ETF is continue to be in the uptrend. Financial ETF XLF, this is remain in the uptrend. I'd like to share with you 3 lists. One is a list of the currently strong stocks. Those stocks have a very high relative strength. Many of those stocks made a new high. Most of them are too extended to buy. Second list is the stock in the buy range. Those stocks just broke out, but are still within 5% of the breakout pivotal point. Third list are the stocks that are weakening. Those stocks are below 50-day moving average. However, on this list, some of the stocks show the signs of bottoming. I'm gonna point it out for you, and some of them are continue going down. This looks like the first list is a strong stock list. Activists made a new high here. It break out from a 3-week tight pattern. This is a tight range. A breakout here. This is an add-on position. This is a pivotal point. Breakout from a tight range. You can call this a flat base. This is a nice breakout. Volume is pretty good too. Ameriprise Financials uptrend. Pull back, hit 20-day moving average, rebound again. This is an uptrend. Amazon going up as well. Very strong uptrend stock. Home Away continue to be in the uptrend. This is breakaway gap. This is a gap up and never look back and keep going up from there. Biogen had a breakaway gap here. This is considered to be a breakaway gap with a huge volume breakout from a previous base and this has a potential to work out. Saojin continue to be in the uptrend. CMH Chipito Mexican Grill, the Mexican restaurant, gap up from here and in the uptrend right now. Short term is pulling back. E-Trade uptrend. Financial Engines uptrend. GNC Holdings uptrend. GoGo Inc. very strong uptrend. This is a new IPO. They offer the data service, wireless data service for the airplane. So this is a very hot topic right now, and this company is doing very well from the chart perspective. So this is a very volatile stock as well, but right now it's in a strong uptrend. And Google, this is my largest holding. When the Google gap up from here, that's a breakaway gap. I pointed out for you, and it has been going up since then. This is a very typical breakaway gap, very huge volume. A large company like that gap up on earning, and with such a high volume, that is an institution buying. And when institution make a commitment to buy a big company like that, and that's a very obvious sign this stock is going to do very well. So this is my largest holdings. This is my largest single holding for, this is all my account, largest single holding Google. Home Inn and Hotel Management. This one break out from here. Right now it's in the uptrend. Jazz Pharmaceutical, very strong uptrend. Microsoft also uptrend. New Skin uptrend. Ocean Rig uptrend. Charles Schwab uptrend. Let's take a look at the second list. Second list are recently breakout stocks. Those stocks have broken out and within 5% of the breakout pivotal point, still in the buy range. Activists. Breakout point 166.42. So right now it's right here and the breakout point. It broke out on Friday. Volume is pretty good too. Alexion Pharmaceutical broke out right here. Right now still within 5%. Las Vegas Sands broke out last week, last Wednesday. Breakout point is 73.59. And 10 cents above previous high. That's a breakout point. Volume was very good. So Las Vegas Sand broke out last Wednesday. Right now it's still within 5% of breakout pivotal point. Still within the buy range. Solar City, this one did not break out from the base, but it reversed previous downslide and back up, stay above 50-day moving average. For me, that is a good sign. This stock has a very high beta. This stock goes up a lot and pull back a lot. So this is a very risky play. So I actually have position with this. I just reduce my position size. I use a very small position to play long on Solar City. And this is a stock reverse from the pullback and going back up again. The third list are the stocks that's pretty weak, and Alliance Fiber Optics Products, the AFOP, this is below 50-day moving average and just keep going down. This is a weak stock. ANF, this is also weak stock. Gap down, and this gap down is a, what do you call this? Breakaway gap down. So basically once they gap down, it never look back, it just keeps sliding down. Every time it hits $38, that is a resistance. Facebook was in the downtrend, but now these stocks may be showing some life right now. It's not clear yet, but it looks like it's maybe trying to make a bottom right here. It's in the process of trying to make a base. So this stock worth watching. If this stock can go above 50-day moving average and stay above, that would become something interesting. Lumber liquidator sliced through 50-day moving average and rebounded, but still below 50-day moving average. So from a chart analysis perspective, this is still in a downtrend. LinkedIn is very interesting. LinkedIn looks this area here. It may be trying to make a base. Friday, it went above the high volume. High volume and go above 50-day moving average. Also break out from a, well, it's on the upper range of this little flat base. So this stock worth watching, LinkedIn. I would not consider this as a buy point, but I will keep it on my watch list. See if this stock can stay above 50-day moving average. MELI, this one gap down, keep sliding down. This red bars, those are the down days of selling volume. It's pretty high. That means institution is still selling this stock. NAQ, still in a downtrend. This stock, you cannot touch it. Oasis Petroleum, going down, sliding down. High volume on the red bar. That's a down days. Volume is very high. Institution selling. Oceanair, downtrend, below 50-day moving average. Proto Labs, downtrend, below 50-day moving average. SodaStream, continue downtrend. Sarepta, this gap down. This is a biotech stock. It's gap down and try to rally from there. Sarepta is it's kind of like a gamble. They have one drug. If any bad news about the drug will bring down the stock. Any good news about that drug will bring it up. This drug is still not being approved by FDA yet, but it's not being rejected. It's just still in a later stage of the trial. So SolarWinds, downtrend, very strong downtrend, just sliding down along 50-day moving average. Every time it hits 50-day moving average, that is a resistance. Tesla may be showing some life here. It came close to 200-day moving average, but it did not touch, so it went back up again. This update volume, that's a high volume update. That is an interesting sign. That may be showing some accumulation sign here. It's on my watch list right now, and I didn't buy this, but definitely this stock become interesting, where I have to see how the pattern emerge. If they show the good pattern, and that may give some buy signal. Ultra Salon, this is an example that how things can quickly turn. Previously, it was a very strong uptrend stock. Gap up, breakaway gap, that's buyable gap. You buy and they keep going up. Once it comes here, it show a little trouble sign. $130. It did not reach previous high, 132. It just came down. Once it break below 125, this day, break below the short-term support as well as close below 50-day moving average. This day is a sell signal. Anybody who bought this stock should have sold it right here. If not, the second day should have sold it. Second day definitely below 50-day moving average. If not, the third day you must sell it. This is a close below 50-day moving average this far. If not, then you'll be suffer the 20% gap down. So this is a example that when the stock show the trouble sign, even if it's an early stage trouble sign, you're not sure yet, but look at this. This is a very typical the wrong top. Once it could not make the previous high, however, it break down the previous low, that's a trouble sign. All these 3 days, you have 3 days to sell this stock. If you haven't sold during that 3 days, then the fourth day is a disaster. So I have seen enough of these charts so that I didn't have this stock, so I didn't suffer anything. But if I happen to have this stock, I would already have the 50-day moving average as my stop loss order. So stock would be sold once it break below 50-day. I would just automatically trigger the sell signal, sell order, just get out of the position. So many cases like that had happened. I have seen enough. So you really have to guard your capital. So set a stop order to protect your capital. Yelp, this is going down, downtrend. Okay, that's all for the three list. What to do in this market? In this market, I will buy strong stocks and a proper buy point, which is within 5% of breakout pivotal point. I will dump a stock as soon as the stock show weakness, such as breaking down major support, especially the 50-day moving average. That's the last line in the sand. I will use the bull ETF to position myself and to long this market. Year end is usually the bullish phase. Hold on to the right. And that's all for this week. See you next week.